Yo, what's good, y'all? I'm gonna be making a Genji guide video for all of the console players out there. I'm gonna be showing y'all my settings, my controller binds, and all of the tips and tricks that I know with my countless hours of playing this hero. I hope y'all enjoy. So here we are in the settings for Genji. Here's my horizontal vertical sensitivity, and here goes the rest. So feel free to pause, copy the video, copy the settings. Here they are. Now with my binds, I haven't touched anything. All of my binds, everything that you see is the default settings, but I do play claw. So I'll show you guys what that looks like with how I hold the controller and all that.
Y'all, so here we are with the controller. I'm gonna be showing y'all how I hold it and how I play claw. So basically I only play claw with my right hand while my left hand is just the standard position. So my index finger controls all of these buttons right here, and that's very important with Genji because you need to be able to double jump while still aiming and looking around. I have my middle finger on R1 and my ring finger on R2. That way I'm just ready to deflect and shoot at any given moment. And for this hand, it's just regular, index finger on L1, middle finger on L2. And you don't need claw on this hand unless, I guess, you like to spam I need healing or whatnot, which you should be doing on Genji. But that is just the way I hold my controller. I hope that helps y'all.
Alright, y'all, so here we are back in the settings. I'm gonna give you guys my crosshair now. So here it goes right here. The type is just the crosshairs, and color green. You can really go with magenta or cyan. I see a lot of people playing magenta. I used to actually like that one a lot, but green is just easier for my eyes to see. Alright, y'all, so here we are in the next part of the tutorial. I'm gonna be going over just simple mechanics, stuff that you need to know. The first thing we're going to talk about is how to shoot. I'm not talking about your aim, I'm talking about primary fire and secondary fire. Now, I'm sure a lot of you know primary for long range, secondary for close range. That is completely true. However, there are some situations where you have to switch up the usage, and I'm going to explain that right now. We're going to start off with primary fire. So here's a situation where you want to actually use it at close range, and that's on immobile targets or targets that aren't looking at you or just aren't strafing. Like right here, it was a Widow, but it can also be an Ana, an Ashe, Hanzo, you get the idea. So now I'm going to talk about when not to shoot before dashing. So usually you always shoot before dashing, but there is a very specific situation where it's actually better not to do that. It's in very specific situations where shooting before dashing won't get you the kill and the enemy will get healed or escape. So there is a little short delay before you can shoot again after shooting and dashing. And if you feel like they can escape or get healed in that little time frame where you can't shoot again, that's when you want to go with the shooting after dashing. So here I'm going to shoot before I dash and then shoot as soon as I can right after the dash. And then I'm going to do that again, but without shooting before I dash. I don't know if that made sense, but here you guys will see the difference. So as you guys can see, there is a little delay before I can shoot again. Usually after you shoot, you can just shoot again right after, right? But after dashing, there's just a little delay. It's kind of hard to see, but there is that little delay. So here I'm showing that there is no delay to shooting after you dash if you do not shoot right before you dash. You can also use this whenever they're at a distance greater than that of the dash itself, just so you can start shooting as soon as you get in their face. So on the topic of shooting before dashing or not shooting before dashing, you always want to shoot before deflecting and before blading. It gives you a little extra damage with no penalty as long as you get the timing right. And shooting before deflecting is something you can practice while waiting for the round to start. Just getting the timing as close as possible. It's a really good habit to get into. You won't even notice you're doing it. Alright, now I'm going to talk about saving your jump after dashing versus not saving your jump after dashing. Alright, so now here I'm going to show y'all what that mechanic looks like and the usage of it. So here I'm going to first show what it looks like to try and kill a flying person without that extra jump after the dash. See, I can get only one swing off because I'm just falling down too fast. I can't get that extra swing off. So now let's try that again in the same exact spot, but with our jump after the dash. I'm able to get that extra swing off because I can jump back up and, load up that extra swing. So here is one more tip for blading in addition to what I just showed y'all. So this would just be lining up your targets and making it so that when you finish killing somebody, you dash straight to another person. I hope that made sense, but here is just what it looks like. So here, just look very closely. So I dash in right here, and as soon as I pull out my blade, right, I see that there is a Genji behind this Lucio. So I want to make sure that my dash ends up where he is right after I kill this Lucio. So boom, look, my dash, it made me end up right to where the Genji was. And it just makes it much faster, much more efficient, and it looks cleaner too. Alright, now I'm going to be talking about hitting flanks and just getting overall creative with this character and with the environment around you. So let's get right into that. There's many maps where you can just find a roof that you can wall climb on, keep your jump so that you can jump over the roof and get behind it. Now, it's very important not to double jump onto this wall or any wall that you're trying to climb to get over a roof, because you won't make it over unless you want to use your dash, but you don't want to use your dash. You want to keep it to either engage or get out if you start getting shot at during your flank. So now I'm going to talk about how I actually warm up. So you're gonna hold square when you load into this right here. That will put all of these bots killable to dash. So what this does is it helps you, helps your brain kind of still function while you're going so many different places so quickly. There's all these people around you, but it also helps you get used to the high sensitivity with this character. So here's how you're gonna warm up with this, right? You're gonna start right here preferably, and if you want to challenge yourself, you're going to go counterclockwise. You're gonna start with the Kiri, go Soldier, Hanzo, Ashe, Sojourn, Ana, end up back here. But if you're just starting out or you're just warming up, it's just easier to go clockwise. So I'm going to show you guys what this looks like. Now that you've seen that, there's actually another tip I want to tie in with dashing, and that's just knowing how to dash. I'm not talking about just pressing the button. I'm talking about using the full extension of the dash versus shortening it. I'll show you guys what I mean in this upcoming clip right here. Alright, so here are some good examples of what I mean by dashing far versus dashing close. So you see here, there's a Mercy and Ana behind this Reaper, so I have to dash far to get to them. But once I'm already at the Ana, I dash at her feet, so I have enough room still to hit that other swing and get the kill. So if I want to blade, let's say this Sojourn right here, and then I want to go kill the Hanzo afterwards, first of all, I'm not going to be able to kill this soldier because if I do a full length dash, I'm nowhere near close enough to hit them again. Alright y'all, those are all the tips and tricks I have for today. Now I'm going to show a live commentated game, so hopefully you can learn something seeing me play in real time, explaining everything I'm doing. Enjoy. Confidence is very key to playing this character. I'm also going to be sticking close to my Sombra if possible, And I don't mean pretending I'm also invisible, but you know, I'm gonna be trying to play close to them. So here they have a Bastion, right? That already is your #1 target to go for, because his hitbox is just so big. He's so immobile and super easy guy to kill. That's your #1 target right here. So make sure you don't overcommit. If I had heals right there, I would have 100% engaged with this soldier right here. Unfortunately though, didn't get the heals. You can't always get the heals. It could be a little tough because Genji is just one of those characters that are pretty hard to heal. So here we go. Now with my playstyle, I'm not shooting the tank as much as your normal DPS would. So if I would have killed this soldier with that dash right there, that would have been much cleaner. So basically what happened there was I saw that I can kill that Bastion. I saw that I would get a dash reset and be able to engage the soldier again. It's very important to stay calm even while you're on low HP. And do not be scared to use your dash to get out of sticky situations. Please do not be scared to do that. It's just as much as an escape ability as it is as a damage ability. So here's the plan with Blade, right? It's gonna be to make the Moira fade. It's a very telltale sign to Blade if their Moira fades, right? Because if you engage a Moira with your Blade, they're just gonna fade away, you're gonna get 0 kills, and you're just gonna be looking pretty stupid, right? So another very important thing to remember with Blade is you kind of want to be the only person ulting at that time. Now that doesn't mean Nano Blade is not something you should do. It is, but like, you know, when everybody else on their team has ults, you're not going to Blade as well, because this ult right here is just so easy to shut down. Moira ult shuts it down. Mercy ult shuts it down unless you're Nano Bladed or unless you're damage boosted. And right there, we just got an easy pick on an overconfident Kiriko. There's a lot of Kirikos, there's a lot of supports that just think they can fuck with you, but they can't. And that's when you just get easy kills on them. And this soldier's by himself. I can make him run away. Could have easily engaged him right there, because I just know his whole team died. I can easily take a 1v1 with a soldier. That's one of the easiest 1v1s for Genji. So here they have a Sombra as well, so you're gonna play very safe. You don't want to go into their back line and then get hacked and just not be able to have an escape route. If that makes sense. Just like that. I did that specifically so I can show you guys how a Sombra can mess up your entire game plan. Do not do what I just did. Be very wary of Sombra hacking you on your way out. It could mess up everything. So here we have Blade. They're not on Moira anymore, but Kiriko is one of those characters that can shut down Blade with just a simple ability. So if you see her TP, you see her Suzu and whatnot, if she uses any one of those abilities, she could be someone you can target. Now I prefer for it to be TP, because you can still kill her if she Suzus, but if you just dash her and she TPs away, your whole dash is gone and everything is messed up. So I think there's a Sombra up here, if I'm not mistaken. You definitely want to know where the Sombra is before you Blade. If not, you're just gonna get hacked out of it like that, right? And you also don't want to Blade while their Mercy's blading, right? So here I'm gonna try to make this Kiriko use her abilities, get them out of there. So here, I know the Sombra's about to dip or just die. There we go. Now I'm free to blade any which way I want. Boom, Chiyu, Suzu. Go for this easy children kill. Hide from the bomb. I could have dashed and killed this Mercy, but I was just afraid of her, you know, flying to the diva and me wasting my dash. So very important thing to do with Sombra hacking you, shooting you. Don't jump left to right. Just have an unpredictable strafe and just focus more on making her miss rather than trying to kill her. So here we go. I'm gonna try and hit one of those sneaky flanks that I tell you guys to do. Here can get some nice damage on the Mercy, make her panic, make her an easy target for my team. I know there's a Kiriko up here. I saw her. She has no one to teleport to. Maybe she does. It's the Sombra. No, there's not a Sombra. I don't know who she just teleported to, but oh, here she is. So if you're damage boosted, killing a Tracer could happen in literally half a second if you just shoot, dash, and then hit all 3 shots straight afterwards. And also, do not be like super terrified to just dash into their whole team like that. And right here, I'm pretty much safe to just peek a bladed soldier. I know I'm not gonna die. And now we just clean up. And also, don't be scared of Winstons either. They're going to dash, or not dash, they're gonna just jump on you most of the time because they think, you know, they're invincible, they can just hold R2, they will never die. Until you just start headshotting them over and over again. So here we're just cleaning up. I'm pretty sure we're gonna win this round. I will blade, probably once the Kiriko comes back, because I want to maximize the efficiency of my blade. There we go. Get her as well. And that's round. So very important what I did right there with the blade. I didn't rush it. I didn't just use it to kill the Winston. Also, I didn't see that the Reaper used his Wraith. His Wraith lasts almost the same duration as Blade. He can just cancel it out completely. I also knew the Kiriko was going to instantly teleport in Suzu, you know, the classic Kiriko combo. And I knew that would just be a pretty free kill. So on defense here, the playstyle is still the same, except now you're going to be shooting them more in the back, right? You would expect on offense you're going to be shooting them more in the back, right? Because you're hitting all these flanks. But flanking on defense is something that, you know, is just less expected from an offensive POV, right? So I'll show you guys what that looks like, how I'm going to be just annoying, dashing through their whole team and ending up back in safety. Very important that if you're gonna do it, you're gonna dash back into safety, right? So let's say they're all here and I want to dash through their backs. I want to end up in this room on that health pack by my team, and I want to make sure I have deflect, right? You're not, I'll just show you guys, right? I'm going to try to have deflect anytime I do that. So here we go. Just pre-fire this, hopefully get some ult charge. Bastion again. Like I said, the first round, very good target to kill. One of the easiest for Genji to kill. See a Reaper right here thinking he's safe. Make him use his ability. And if you were in a 5-stack, you would call that out, right? That Reaper has no Wraith. He could potentially be an easier target. They have a Sombra? No, there is just somebody on the point right now. So I'm gonna stand. Okay, well, what I like to do against Bastions is stand in front of them while they are shooting the minigun. But he did get fooled, and that kind of just fucked everything up. So right here, this is an interesting situation. You could still get a kill because that Baptiste, like, I could have killed him if I hit one more shuriken on his face. Because when you're in a solo situation like that, they're gonna think, oh, this Genji by himself, he's an idiot. His whole team is dead. Let's go pick him up real quick. That's when you just pop out with the challenge. I play a lot of Call of Duty, at least I used to. So re-peeking people, just using Call of Duty tactics if you're a big Call of Duty player is big in situations like that. So we have somebody here. Here's an interesting flank that I like to do. Gonna get right on the Baptiste. He has no idea where I just came from. Get him off the high ground. Got this Reaper trying to shoot me. You're not gonna engage him because that is just someone you're not gonna be able to kill. You're not going to go for this Baptiste either, right? Because you don't have a dash to get out. Right here, I had a dash to get out, so I felt pretty safe fighting that Reaper. I don't know who this guy thinks he is. Do not let anybody chow you one-on-one like that, especially if they're a support player. It's just disrespectful. So this Mercy might want to get the res. I'm gonna go ahead and just blade right here since the Reaper did use his ability. Let him shoot himself. And we got 2 picks right there. Both their DPSs are dead. That gives our team plenty of room to push them back. Stop the point. So also don't be afraid to use your blade to get just 1 or 2 kills right there. Those 2 kills right there potentially just saved us from them getting that checkpoint, right? So don't be afraid to just get 1 or 2 picks with it. I mean, if you can avoid just getting 1 tick, depending on the situation, right? So I have a feeling, yeah, Bap's gonna try and come in here. If he does, he will just die. Doesn't sound like he will. We can go for this Bastion by himself. This is an easy kill. Okay, well, his supports did turn around right there. But look how much space I just created. Their whole team had to turn around for me right there. So just because you didn't get the kill does not mean that you just died for no reason. He's shit talking me. I have 4,000 more damage than him, 3 less deaths, 10 more kills. People are gonna be shit talking you because this is an annoying character to play against. I'm gonna be completely honest. Now, what I would do in a situation right here where the game gets toxic, right? I'm not gonna let it get to my head, but I will be teabagging this Bastion right here. This guy just wasted his whole shit on himself. So here we go. I have both their healers distracted on me. Now, as you guys can see right there, I was fighting both of their healers, meaning their teammates are not getting any heals right there. Their supports are too distracted fighting me. Now they got a Diva. Reaper standing still. No, could have got some free ult charge right there. With this flank. Might be able to kill Mercy right here. The reason I pulled off that risky dash is just because I still have deflip. Easy kill on the Kiriko. Good pick for my teammates. Can't do anything about that. Look at that dash right there that I got. Allowed my Reinhardt to kill both of them with the fire strikes. There's a Mercy. That's an easy stagger. So it's very important to just play calm, play confident, right? Just because you don't have the most damage, you don't have the most kills, which is the case for me most of the time. I mean, I lied. I don't have the most damage most of the time. Like, I want to say 60% of my games, I don't have the most damage, but I do have the most kills, about 80% of those games. It's because I'm getting easy targets like this. I need to get into Aim Trainer. It's been a while since I played it. Just pretend like nothing happened right there. Oh, I thought that was a Baptiste. Also, I do have stick drift as well, right? So, kind of why I missed all those shots on the Mercy. Dash into the air so my teammates can hit me. And now I just wait for that bomb to explode. Kill that fraud. Wait for her to recall. There we go. And that's how you play Genji in 2024 on console. Let me talk shit. Here we go. If someone teabags you, someone talks shit, you're just gonna call them trash. Get those easy play of the games.
I hope this was a very informative, very educational video for you guys. If it was, just let me know in the comments how I did. I've never done something like this before. So thank you for watching. See y'all later.
Dashing into their face and they're not even trying to shoot at you. You will not die doing this right here. All right. You will.